Multiple choice questions or short quizzes are viral now, and no wonder that these channels are making good money. This channel is a perfect example of how this kind of niche is still in the game, as they only started and got monetized less than 6 months ago with only 34 videos, yet they have an impressive 46K subscribers and is getting almost 4 million views each month with an estimated monthly earning of a whopping $15,000 according to Social Blade. What makes these videos go viral is that people love challenges and they like to test their knowledge about things around them in the form of quizzes or multiple questions. It's also very engaging as the viewers leave comments about the scores that they got and that they had fun with the quizzes. Today I will show you how you can make these videos using 2 apps in under 10 minutes without spending any money, so you can start your own faceless YouTube channel and earn real money. In this video, you will learn how to generate the questions and answers easily and quickly, create the graphics and add sound effects using a free app, how to automate the graphics so you won't need to create a new one from scratch every time, plus a bonus, so make sure to watch until the end of this video. First, you have to decide what kind of questions or topics you would like. You can have a general knowledge type of questions to go around, or you can niche down to a specific topic like all about the countries in the world or just all about sports or brands. But in this tutorial video, we will be making quizzes about the human body. To generate our questions and answers quickly, we will be using ChatGPT. I will post the prompt I use in ChatGPT in the description below. As you can see, ChatGPT created our questions with answers easily and for free, so make sure to thank it. Now for the second step, we will use Canva to create our video. You can use the free one, but I strongly suggest taking advantage of the 30-day free trial for Canva Pro so you can have access to more amazing elements and built-in apps of Canva. Open Canva, then log in or sign up with your email, then click Create Design and Search Video. The first thing we need is a good background where our quizzes will be shown. It can be a static, plain background, but I suggest choosing a video that makes a subtle movement in the background so it won't be boring. Like a spiral or gradient, nothing crazy, just slow, subtle movement in the background. On Canva, click on Elements, then type what you want for your background in the search box, then choose Video. Click the one that you like, then click Set Video as Background. I want it to last only for 15 seconds, so I'm going to click on Trim at the top, then adjust to 15 seconds, then click Done. Now we'll add the text, click on Add a Heading, then type, choose the correct answer and move it to the top and center of the video. Choose a bold font, adjust the size, and add effects so it looks more appealing. Now duplicate a copy of this text, then go back to ChatGPT and copy the first quiz question, and then edit the text with the question and adjust the size, font, color, and effects. We will need to put a number before our question. To do that, just go to Elements, search for circle, and add it to your video, change the color, adjust the size, then move it to the upper left. Add a border to the circle and choose your color. Now add a text box, type the number 1, then adjust the size and move it in the middle of the circle and change the color. Now for the choices, we need to add a rectangle bar. Just go to Elements, then type rectangle and add it to the video, change the color and adjust the size. Now don't make the size too short as some answers are long. Then click on the circle with the number, click duplicate and move in front of the rectangle. Adjust the size, change it to letter A, then click both the number along with the circle and the rectangle, then click duplicate so it will be the same exact size for the rest of the choices, then change the letters. I will also add a rectangular frame where we can place a photo or image to make it more visually appealing. On the Elements tab, search for a photo related to the question, then drag on the frame. Next, we will add a timer. First, we need a circle frame where we can place our timer. Go to the Elements tab and search for circle frame, then add one to the video and adjust the size. Then for the timer, search for countdown timer and click videos. Choose the one you like and drag it on the circle frame. Now I only need a 5-second timer, so I will cut this by clicking on Trim at the top, adjusting it to 5 seconds and click Done. We will also need a green rectangle to be placed on every correct answer. Click on one of the answer box, then duplicate, change its color to green and drag it onto a blank space. Why on a blank space? Because we will need to manually place it later on each correct answer. Make some adjustments to the sizes of other elements as needed to balance the spacing accordingly. To add the choices, duplicate the heading, then drag it to the answer box, go back to ChatGPT, then copy the letter A answer, choose your font and color, and adjust the size. Then duplicate it and copy the letter B answer, and do the same for the letter C. Next is to add animations to our elements to make sure that they appear accordingly and not at one time. Group the elements by appearance by pressing the Shift key on your keyboard, then click on your mouse for every element that you want to be together, then click Group. Do this to the circle and number as well as to the letters and answer box. Now select all the elements except for the timer and the green box, then click Animate on the top. Choose the fade animation. Next, choose the timer and the green answer box. Click Animate, then choose Pop Animation. Now, the most important part of the video is to adjust the timing of the animations. The goal is to make sure that they appear exactly when we need them to. Select the question and image and click Group as we want them to appear at the same time. Now for the timing, select the question, right-click on your mouse, and then click on Show Timing. You will notice a timeline will appear at the top. You have to do this to every element to set their timing. I want the question to appear after 0.5 seconds when the video starts. The letter A at 2 seconds, letter B at 3 seconds, letter C at 4 seconds. Then the timer is at 6.5 seconds, so the viewer still has time to understand the question before the timer starts. Set the endpoint of the timer once it reaches 0. And for the green box, it should show after the timer ends. Play the video and make the necessary adjustments if needed. Next is to add our audio effects. The timing of the audio effects should match the timing of the elements. Go to Elements, then search Cork, then click Audio. Choose the one that you like for the questions as well as the answers. Then add another audio effect for the timer. Search for an egg timer, then adjust it to start when the time starts and end. For the correct answer, search for logo ascend and adjust to the correct starting point and end. Now that we have adjusted the correct timing of the sound effects, we want them to stay as they are on every question that we are going to create later, so we don't want to accidentally edit or move them. To do that, we are going to download the background video with the sound effects. Select all elements except for the background, then click Delete. Don't worry, as we are going to add them back easily. After that, click on Share, then download as MP4. After downloading the background with the audio, upload it back on Canva, and click on the Undo button on the top to bring the elements back. And then click the uploaded MP4, click the 3 menu dots, and then select Replace Background. Then delete all the sound effects below since we don't need them anymore. Next, before we proceed to bulk create the rest of our quizzes, we will need to collect photos related to our questions. To do that, go back to ChatGPT and check the questions, then search for the related photo for each question on Canva. Once you find a photo that you like, click on the 3 dots, then click Add to Folder, create New, name your folder, and click Add to that folder. Do the same on the rest of the questions. Just search the question-related image, then click the 3 dots, but instead of creating a folder, just add them to the one that you already created. Now, to make things easier, we are going to automate the rest of the quizzes so you don't need to create a new one every time for each question. But first, ungroup everything and make the necessary adjustments that you like changing fonts and size so there will be no issues later with the automation. Click on Apps, then bulk create, then select Enter Data manually, scroll down, then click Clear Table. Go back to ChatGPT and copy the data, then paste it on the table. Click the correct answer, then select Delete Column as we don't want it to be included in the automation. Click Add Image on the top and add the image that you added to your folder earlier by clicking the plus icon here. Do the same process for the rest of the images and click Done. Just make sure to choose the right image for each answer. Now, to connect them to your elements, select your elements, then click the 3 dots, select Connect Data, and choose the corresponding data source. Do these to the rest of the elements that you need to connect. And don't worry about the change in the elements that you created, as it will make sense later. Once all are connected, click Continue and Generate Pages. Canva will open a new tab where your quizzes will show. Okay, we now have our quizzes on different pages. For the last part, we need to give the answers to each question. To do this, place it over the correct answer, then click the three dots, select Layers, then Show Layers, and place it just below the letter of the correct answer so it won't be covered. Do this on every correct answer, and also make some minor adjustments for the font if it won't fit, or the position if needed. Once done, you're good to go. Just click on Share, then download as MP4. Here's a preview of the ones that I just created. Thank you for staying until the end, and as promised, I will give you a bonus, which is a tip on how to scale this kind of content. These 30 questions can be posted as a long-form video in one go, but you can also chop them into 10 questions per video, which means you can already have 3 long-form videos out of it and make it like a series. Plus, you can also create shorts from these. Each question lasts for 15 seconds, which means you can have 3 per 4 questions for each short, and you can make 7 to 10 shorts out of these 30 questions. I made a separate video on how to resize this, so make sure to watch it. The link is in the description below. Now what are you waiting for? Start your faceless YouTube channel now and earn real money. If you learned something from this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe so you will be updated every time I upload new videos on how to make money online. Thank you so much for watching and see you on my next video.